HR? I donated yesterday, but you weren't responding in the live. I did came to live stream yesterday. Did you donate? Wait, let me check. I'm great. Let me check. You donate? Wait. Oh, you did. Oh, I didn't realize this. It was yesterday. All right. Okay. I think you post your questions here too. What's your sign and Wisnu sign? It's fine. I see it here. What is your sign and Wisnu sign? Glad you tell me this. Glad you're coming back. I really don't know. I actually, you donate. And I didn't receive any PayPal also yesterday, which is quite interesting. Can you hear me? Is my voice clear? Hello, Andrew. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Hello. Who is walk away here first? Was it you or him? Shar. Like from the past. Who is the one that walk away first? Because of the disappointment. I think this is you, probably. What actually was someone from? Okay. I can see that his life seems like empty. Okay. Yeah. His life seems like empty right now. And looking forward to, wanting to have a like somebody that can talk with. Okay. But I can see you are distrust this person too. But overall, I can see this person sounds like wanting to create some good memories with you. Okay? Because I have the card says memory. I do see he feel guilty with what he did towards you. Okay? Like, um, dang, I'm having a peaceful time. I know, but did he apologizing that time? And when he keep texting you, did he apologize? But this also can be talks about feeling guilty after what he did. Because I have the card says guilt or confession or forgiveness or apology. So basically, I do see he wanted to get your attention here. I can't see he wanting to be friends again. I do see that like he actually wanting to connect himself with you. I don't know if you posting something through social media, but he knows that like you a type of person like very easygoing, right? He knows that you are pretty easygoing person, and I can see he quite like it too. All he wants with you is just like a peace relationship or peace connection. Somebody that I can relaxing with. Yeah, sorry, I just can't dismissive energy. But that was years ago. Okay. So basically, his intention towards you. He wanting to reconnect with you back. Try to refresh your from your end. I see it was buffering just now. But basically, he wanting to have a fresh start with you. I know I'm being inconsistent. I know I'm being indecisive at the same time, but I really hope. But he feels like he wanted to tell you I'm not like that before. I'm sorry because I'm being that. I'm so immature. I was so immature back then, but I'm kind of like learned my lesson, and I wanted to get. I really wanted to restart the connection back with you because of the memory card is here. Morning, Daniel. Yeah. He wants you to give him a chance here because I have a card that says unlock happiness. Okay, unlock happiness, and I can see he wanting you to be. He wanted to tell you I will be vulnerable and open myself to like a real deal with you. Sorry, everyone. Are you on social media? Sure. Are you on social media? He lives in a different freaking island. Oh, why would he choose me of all people? Just with any girl in his island, dang. God bless you, Zoe, and I hope you get well. Thank you. He is crazy rich, though he could see me whenever he want with all the money, but I don't trust. I can see that you're not trusting him. Yes, me and him are mutual on IG. Okay, because I can see this girl. This guy seems like starts stalking you too. Yeah, basically, I can see he wanted to reconnect here. Okay, he wants, if you don't want to be in a relationship with me, it's fine, but we can be friends, right? Like we can be friends, isn't it? Like just like having fun and such around. Let's reconnect back again. I know I made mistakes, right? I know I made mistakes, and I really hope that you forgive me. And I'm trying to now. I'm trying to trying to make some like refresh story and wanting to tell you also that I changed. I'm not like who I was, like who you think I was back then. No, okay. So I can see also like this guy actually looking forward that try to not try to but more to be, as I said again, being vulnerable. But it's fine. We don't need to like keep in touch and stuff, but because like of course the boundaries are very important at the same time because probably we live in different city, countries, or island, but hoping you kind of like give me another chance, right? Yeah, look at that, because of the distance. He just wanted to keep in touch with you. But I can see that, like, to be honest, his energy, not only friends here, okay? His energy is not only friends. I do see that he wanting to be more than a friend, but he respect that if you wanted to stay as a friend at the same times, like he's not gonna forcing you, but but I do see that he really hope you give him another chance. He thinks you are beautiful. I do something about possibility here, okay? I will make things possible. I can prove to you, like, I can prove to you that I can make things possible right now. I'm not gonna be like, keep canceling, keep being inconsistent, keep being indecisive. Yeah, something about needing to work on some personal issues. So this is actually talks about purpose, right? Like, he feels that, okay, of course I need some work for my own self. But this also can be talks about, like, he done those stuff and still like think that he already changed. But this card also can be talks about, my cat died yesterday. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that. He's planning to woo me, isn't he? Not about woo though. Not about that thing. Not really. It's not that. It's not. Since I see friendship, looking for a friend, to be honest. To reconnect friends. Something about harmonious relationship or harmonious friendship or connections with you. That actually what he wants from you now. To be honest, Char. Keeps talking about easy going. That's what I see. Nothing, like, I don't see any bad intention. No. For now. For now. From what I see through the card, I don't see that. But more to reconnect back. Alright, sure. No problem, honey. Thank you. Thank you for your patience and also your donations. For real.
any doubt about that.
No,
My
you're not
name's
the same
Jamie,
age
and I
with
basically
me.
grew up in the northern suburbs of Sydney.
No, 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 no.
Concentrate on sport.
Always knew that he could overcome it, and he did. I never ever had any doubt about that.
My name's Jamie, and I basically grew up in the northern suburbs of Sydney in a place called Chatswood. The only child to a mum who's Hungarian and my dad who's Chinese. Most of my upbringing, it was quite normal. I went to school, I got half-decent grades. I loved basically like socializing. Jamie actually was very quiet and very well behaved when he was very little.
Well, when his father was still living with us, he was a really happy little boy. His dad was very doting, loving dad. He did everything he possibly could.
At the age of 4, my parents decided to divorce, so my mum stayed with me in Sydney to raise me as a single parent, and my dad moved back to Shanghai, China, where he took up a film director's job.
I was in a sort of a dilemma. In Australia, I've got some sort of a little directing job, but it's not my type. The TV drama series, 20 episodes, 30 episodes, that's my career.
The last thing he said was, a son needs his father, and he slammed the door.
Of course, he wanted a father to stay with him, but that's the whole situation.
My mum was an amazing parent. She raised me in the best way she could, and I had a great upbringing with her, but I was always missing that piece with my dad, that father figure in my life to tell me that, I was strong, teach me the way of life as a man, and I guess build me up in terms of confidence and resilience.
I couldn't bring him to China with me, what else I can do. So I have to just go.
I've never seen you so well.
He was so little, 4 years old. I brought him to some sort of a park. A lot of people, teenagers, playing the soccer. There is a ball just came towards him, and there is a guy just chasing the ball. He just ran to that boy and also shouting, "I get it!" Then he kicked the ball. I think that's the first time he touched the ball.
My mum enrolled me into just a football team.
I guess he was about 6 or 7. That was the Chatswood Rangers. Sometimes instead of kicking the ball, they just put their arms around each other and start chatting on the field. And the parents would call out, "Play the game, play the game." He and Richard used to do that.
So I'm Richard Lashinsky. We met in kindergarten, first school friends in primary school. My relationship with Jamie goes all the way up to 1999.
I knew nothing. All I knew was just kick the ball and try and score.
So took the game more seriously, but he was really happy in the Chatswood Rangers.
I really went through a solid 3 months in the summer school holidays, gained this newfound passion and this drive and this determination to become a professional footballer. When I turned about 13 in 2006, my entire life changed. A lot of talk around, amongst my schoolmates about the Socceroos about to qualify for the World Cup for the first time in 32 years.
We watched every single match, no matter what time of the day that was. We were screaming.
I remember that point where John Aloisi had that final penalty that he had to take to secure the win. When he scored, I was just screaming, shouting. My mum was screaming, shouting.
It was very exciting, and that was a spark for Jamie to really get involved in soccer and be the best soccer player that he possibly could.
Of course, I want him to become like a lawyer or doctor or even accountant. Is good.
As a footballer or an aspiring kid, you always hear that you need to hurry up because even the age of 14 years old is quite late starting out. So I was like, all right, I'm competing against these kids that have been playing for 6 years already at this high level. I need to make a really good team myself.
He wanted to neglect all those kind of things. Only concentrate on sport.
Only
That's
concentrate.
his choice.
I had a friend at school. His name was Eric. He said to me, Jamie, there's a team that's in the State League in New South Wales called Rockdale City Suns. I noticed that they're actually looking for a player for their under-15s team. You should go trial.
Jamie was determined, so we went for the tryout at Rockdale.
He was very excited to, get the opportunity to play for them.
It was like a cold, rainy Thursday night where my mum and I left Chatswood and drove about 45 minutes south of the bridge to Rockdale.
It wasn't meant to be from the beginning, in my opinion. A.K.A broke down.
It didn't fit in, from a cultural perspective. There was sort of a Macedonian club, and most of the team were Macedonian background, and so Jamie was a bit of an outlier, an outcast, was left behind and not given a fair opportunity or fair crack compared to some of the other players.
I think he singled Jamie out a bit.
No one really knew what they were doing. But the moment that I started to do the drill, I just remember the coach screaming at me, shouting at me, just telling me how bad I was. And it really rattled me emotionally, It really got into my head to the point where I actually hated playing and I felt like I was in danger.
Jamie lost a lot of confidence, and I think that affected his game. If you've got someone tactically sort of beating you up emotionally, how can any person perform well? You'd have to be made of stone.
Unfortunately, this voice in my head carried on for a long, long time. It led me into a depression, anxiety, self-doubt, you name it. I basically had all of it at that time. I was kind of confused. I was like, why have I changed like this? I genuinely thought there was something wrong with me.
He wanted to become really the big star of soccer player. But unfortunately, he couldn't do it.
He saw the season out with Rockdown, and then he left. Tried out for Claysville Reps, he got in, and then he tried out for Northern Tigers, got in. When he played, he'd sort of blow it, and he'd be on the bench.
Literally stuck with me for the next 9 years of my entire football journey. It ruled my life.
I was heartbroken, but knowing my son, I knew that he was much better than that. And I always knew that he could overcome it, and he did.
Today we have the sunshine, strong sunshine in London.
I decided at 19 years old to move to the UK by myself. Packed my bags, I used up all my money I had, and I just went there. Like a kid with a dream to make it as a pro in the UK.
And when he arrived there, he didn't even know where he was going to stay. He got a job, or several jobs.
I was in this academy team. We were having regular matches, regular training, and I was definitely improving. But the same thing kept happening.
As always, the Rockdale trauma went with him.
I had a coach and he said, hey, I'm going to get you this trial, but you need to make sure you perform, because if you don't perform, then it's going to look bad on me. The trial was for a coach that coached the Brentford under-20s team, and Brentford under-20s were actually in the English Premier League during that time. Literally, I could not deal with the pressure.
And Jamie just stayed in this room for 2 days and just cried and cried and cried.
On the phone to my mum saying, Mum, I can't do this, it's too much pressure, and I need to get out of this somehow.
So of course, the actual trial, he played really, really badly.
He sort of thought, well, why am I doing this? There might be something better for me.
After that, he said, I'm quitting. That's it.
Hey guys, my name's Jamie, and today I'm going to be filming a video called Walking in Front of People. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Excuse me, hi. Are you waiting? Oh, me too. We have so much in common.
Oh, this is what he did last time. This
I found
sicko.
this one guy, and his name was Adrian Van Hoyen. He would make these videos of him just doing funny pranks in public.
Oh no! Oh, I shit my pants! I shit my pants! I shit my pants!
I watched all his videos, and it was this weird relatable feeling I got, because I was like, wow, what he's doing is exactly what I would do off camera. Go into these crowded shopping centers and just make a fool out of himself and get people's reactions. He would say these funny things to strangers. He was just the most outrageous person I've ever seen, but there was something inside me that said, hey, this is what you need to be doing.
Then he suddenly just changed again. He said he wanted to go to the social media or entertaining field. I was furious. How could you just so easily just move around?
That was the start of Jamie making YouTubes himself. I thought, oh, he's just
I know,
having a bit of fun and,
Jamie.
a bit harmless. I pretty quickly realised what the pro videos really were, and I didn't like them.
Sorry, can I just grab that pen? Oh, sorry, just a tissue, please. That's all.
You want a tissue?
Yeah, just the whole thing. That's all right. Thanks. Yeah.
Ones on the train and in the library, and the ones of his father.
Once I saw the first video, he made, actually, he sent that video to me. I was quite shocked. In my mind, Jamie always very well behaved and never do the naughty thing in the public, always very disciplined person, but actually not.
His dad tolerated them, he didn't seem to mind. I think his dad's doing everything he can to support Jamie and make up for those lost years. I 100% support that.
Whatever it was, he was going to go full pelt at it. I think he still had that ambition to be successful and maybe like a public figure of sorts.
It wasn't until I came across a group called the Janoskians.
Hey guys, we're the Janoskians featuring on Mr. Teddy, and today we're doing awkward situations.
I know Janoskid.
They would be
The one
doing
that do
pranks in
with
public and these funny things that would
Ariana
actually
Grande.
let them down a path of being almost like global superstars. They eventually moved to LA. They started performing like live shows in stadiums with thousands of people, and I then was confirmed that I can do these pranks and get somewhere from it.
You never judge people on the face. Your family member, even. And you only probably just see one side. The other side, maybe they never show you. Like Jimmy never show me.
I could see how they were funny, but to me, they just looked disrespectful and dangerous. I was worried about his safety. He did some really silly things, like I didn't like it when he provoked a man of African appearance and the person punched him.
Oh.
As much as I love my son, I thought he kind of deserved to be put in his place because that was really rude.
I mean, for the ordinary people, they can't do it, you know, but he has the guts to do that.
When I saw how far you could get in social media, I decided to literally leave my life in the UK, leave my life in football, and just head back to Australia and start social media full time.
Yeah, give us a little intro. What do you do? Who are you? For sure. I'm 21 years old, and I'm from Sydney, Australia, obviously. I've actually, for the past 8 years, tried to become a professional soccer player. Hasn't really worked out, so I've kind of resorted to this. After seeing a lot of YouTube videos, how, you know, you can get out there and stuff, and just figure this is the way for me to go.
Wanted nothing more than to just not even have to think about football ever again.
You know, I thought it was a great, you know, experience to try and make it as a footballer, but also could have all these new experiences and excitement that comes with that as well. So either way, I was just really excited for him, actually.
How I found out that I was about to be playing in a professional match with Ronaldinho was the craziest situation I could ever imagine. I was at home by myself. All of a sudden, my phone rang, and it was my videographer, Nick.
My cousin called me and said, you know, we're going to document Ronaldinho's time in Sydney. And I went to Jamie, I told him the opportunity that I had.
And he said, hey man, like, I want you to come down and meet some people.
To my cousin Luke, I was like, how can I get Jamie involved in this, you know? Like, we need to get him involved.
In my head, involved in the sense of like maybe doing a quick TikTok with Ronaldinho or like getting a photo with Tim Cahill or something. I didn't know what he meant. And Nick ended up showing my social media and, you know, a bit about what I do. And all of a sudden he goes, do you want to play in the match?
I was so happy for Jamie because I knew that his dream was to be a soccer player, but this is pretty close to it. Like, if he made soccer, he most likely wouldn't have played with Ronaldinho.
Friday, November 1, it's a football fiesta. Legend Tim Cahill leads an all-star Aussie team against Brazilian icon Ronaldinho and his Samba Stars. Live Friday, November 1 on 10 and 10 Play.
I'm thinking to myself, what on earth did you just say? You're telling me that you want me in 4 days' time to play in a professional football match on Ronaldinho's team versus all of my childhood idols in front of a stadium packed with 30,000 people and live on TV. I'm like, what are you... Okay.
Guys, I can't do this. There's too much pressure. Everyone's gonna be watching me. I want to drop out, like, it's too much, I'm not prepared. Like, I'm expected to perform, but all of the memories from the past about when I couldn't play properly, about when I just couldn't handle the pressure, and everyone would make fun of me and laugh at me. All these, like, memories and all this, like, literal PTSD is coming back to me right now. 30,000 people in a stadium plus millions of people on TV. Like, I'm not fit. I haven't played in a long time. I woke up like 4 times last night. Just like dreading this and like having this horrible sinking feeling in my stomach.
Everything from the past came back to me. It was like I had to relive 9 years of PTSD and trauma in 4 days, but not just relive it, but overcome it.
I did think back to Jamie's past experiences and the trauma of Rockdale. He's not a young boy anymore. He's a man with all that experience. It's different now.
I had no choice but to man up and prepare for what was to come in only 4 days' time. I had no idea how I was going to prepare myself to play in a professional football match live on national television while also being expected to perform in such a short time. This wasn't one of those fun YouTube exhibition matches with a bunch of influencers that have never played a game in their life kicking the ball
Is that
around.
Nico?
This was a match with world-class players and I was expected to be able to play at their level. And to add to the pressure, I was
Nico
also the
Milano.
only social media creator there. I went into strict diet mode. I organized my friend Danny De Silva from church, who plays in the A-League, to help me train, and we ran through some drills and some fitness. There was only so much I could do in 4 days, and by the end of day 1, I was already dead. Every single night, I would have literal nightmares of what was to come. Dreams of me playing horribly, everyone laughing at me, and just reliving that PTSD that I had from when I was a kid. And although yes, as much as I was super excited that I was about to achieve my childhood dream of playing in a professional footballing match, the fear of all of my friends and family watching me live on TV and inside of this huge stadium completely took over. And all I could think about was the fact that I may literally embarrass myself in front of the entire world. As match day drew closer, things started to get real, and I mean very real. I was invited to my childhood hero Tim Cahill's hotel room at the Crown Sydney, where I was asked to do a pre-match interview with him and talk about my involvement. This was absolutely insane. And then that same afternoon, I was announced on the official Instagram account that I was a wild card being added to the match. There was no going back now. I went to see my physio, I was doing saunas, ice baths, hyperbaric oxygen chambers, and even went to a sports psychologist. I was doing everything I could to prepare for this match. But the craziest part was that despite all of these things I had to do to prepare for this match, I literally had to overcome 9 years of PTSD and trauma from my past in only 4 days. And I didn't think this was going to be humanly possible. What I found so crazy about this whole thing was that even if I did make it as a professional footballer when I was younger, I still wouldn't have been able to play in this game with Ronaldinho, with Tim Cahill, with all the Socceroos, because I wouldn't have been relevant to that game. But the fact that I am now in this position in social media where I've built up, a good brand for myself, that's what's actually made me achieve my dream and help my dream come true.
So day 5, the big day. Run us through your whole day, what you did, how you're feeling.
Oh man, waking up on match day was probably one of the scariest experiences in my entire life.
I've just woken up and it's game day, and I'm terrified.
It was today, it was, how do I explain that? It was like, I was very proud of him. I know it was his dream.
It was a special moment because Jamie helped me achieve my dream, which was to do YouTube. I'm just happy that I was able to return the favor for him.
I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine this actually happening. I ended up going to a sports psychologist in the morning. It's not ideal, the circumstances, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just got to make it work somehow.
We prepare with time, when we have competition, so the athlete can be prepared mentally for the games. But considering that this is a very last minute, we just want to get your best conditions physically and mentally, and that's why you do. That's how we start at that point. Does that make sense?
I think for me, if I was to talk about my biggest worry, is just the pressure, because all my friends are going to be watching the TV. All my family is going to be at the match.
How you manage pressure is just by reducing unknowns, which you have a lot of them today.
So after the sports psychologist, I went to see my mum.
I don't know when I was so excited in my life. I was so excited, so proud.
She was going to be at the match. She was coming along. She had great to see. She was going to see me play. And when I started talking about the past, I just broke down.
Well, I'm super proud of you, and it's the right timing for you. It's what you've been wanting your whole life, really. ever since you started soccer, and you've been working towards.
When I was younger, you know, you and me just like, you know, trying to rocked out.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
And just all the struggles I went through, you know.
You sure did. Remember the car even broke down when you went for your tryout. That was kind of not meant to be.
And even just like all the struggles that we faced, you know, like all the things like. But you're always there for me, Mum. So
I remember it all of it. And all the other boys, they seem to have their fathers with them and understanding the game, and I never really understood the game. But I did my very best.
It was obviously hard. You and I just, you know, trying our best to make it, and then it just didn't happen. I don't know how God's put this in my path, but yeah, it's just, I can't even come to terms with it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I guess my dream was accomplished to do it properly, to do it, to show himself.
The fact that, you know, she was going to be at the stadium, we're going to live this out together, was like a very, very, very good moment.
I think he fulfilled his dream a little bit.
As it was drawing closer, and it was like on the day, he just kept hitting me like wave after wave. I'm just so grateful that this is happening, and all my friends and family are going to be there watching. It didn't help with like, you know, what I was trying to overcome. So me and my videographer Danny had to get an Uber there actually to the stadium. It was really funny because I said to the security guard, I'm like, hey, you know, I'm playing in the match, and he's like, oh yeah, sure. But I'm like, no, where's the players' entrance? You have to go there. So we kept getting wrong directions. So I go in the stadium, yeah, I'm walking through the tunnel, and I'm just like, this is your moment, bro. Like, let's just live it up. Let's experience everything, because you might not ever experience this ever again.
There were two policemen outside. I went up to them and said, my son's name is Jamie, so he's going to play in the games. And they said, oh, really? And I was just bursting with joy. I just wanted to tell everyone, I'm Jamie's mum and he's playing.
I don't know. I just went through and I got to the changing room, and yeah, it was a surreal moment seeing my last name there and just the jersey and being in that environment. You know, the music was pumping. Everyone was just like juggling the ball. I joined in, you know. It was just a happy environment, but just so surreal, and I just couldn't believe the professionalism of the dressing room.
He was having a great time. He was on top of the world.
Just everything you see, like in these football documentaries, was there, and I was a part of it. It was nuts.